Good day class, especially to you, Ma'am Deborah. Today we will be discussing about Piaget's cognitive development. And I am your reporter for today. I am Angela Abarquez from Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education, HE3A. John Piaget's theory of cognitive development. This theory is concerned with the thought processes of a person and how they are used to understand and interact with the environment. Piaget's theory focuses on children's intellectual development and has 4 stages. John Piaget's theory of cognitive development argues that we have to conquer 4 stages of cognitive development. First, the sensory motor stage. Second, the pre-operational stage. Third, the concrete operational stage. And fourth, the formal operational stage. Only once we have gone through all the stages, at what age can vary, we are able to reach full human intelligence. First, the sensory motor stage, ages birth to 3 years old. In sensory motor stage, we develop through experience and movement of our 5 senses. Our brain wants to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch as much as possible. First, we start with simple reflexes, and soon after we develop our first habits from 4 months old, we become aware of things beyond our own body. And then as we get older, we learn to do things intentionally. A key milestone is the development of working memory, or in Piaget's term, our realization of object permanence. At this stage, we start becoming curious about everything. For example, we want to smell flowers, taste the foods, listen to sounds, and also talk to strangers. To learn more, we move. We learn how to sit. We also learn how to crawl, how to stand, how to walk, and even to run. And this increased physical mobility consequently leads to increased cognitive development. But we remain egocentric, meaning we can perceive the world only from our point of view. Second is the pre-operational stage, ages 2 to 7 years old. The pre-operational stage. At this stage, most of us become very curious and ask many questions. We want to know everything, and we call it the birth of primitive reasoning. Jean Piaget called it intuitive age because while we realize that we have a vast amount of knowledge, we have no idea how we acquired it. Our thinking in this stage is still pretty egocentric. We think others see the world like we do, and the idea of it any different remains unknown to us. Third is the concrete operational stage, ages 7 to 11 years old. At this stage, we finally discover logic and we develop concrete cognitive operations such as sorting objects in a certain order. Our brain learns to rearrange our thoughts to classify and build concrete operational mental structures. For example, we now know that we can reverse action by doing the opposite. Excited by our new mental abilities, we apply them in conversations, activities, when we learn to write in school. We get to know ourselves better. We begin to understand that our thoughts and feelings are unique and not necessarily those of others. That means that we learn to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. The last stage in Jean Piaget's cognitive development theory is the formal operational stage, ages 12 to adulthood. Once we become teenagers, we become formally operational. We now have the ability to think more rationally about abstract concepts and hypothetical events. Our advanced cognitive abilities allow us to understand abstract concepts such as success and failure, love, and hate. We form a deeper understanding of our own identity and morality. We now also think that we understand why people behave the way they behave, and as a result, we become more compassionate. Our brain can now do the deductive reasoning, which means we can compare two statements and reach a logical generalizations. Our new mental skills allow us to plan our lives systematically and prioritize our needs over our desires. We can even make assumptions about events that have no necessary relations to reality, philosophize, and just think about thinking. Our newly discovered identity now also creates altruistic thoughts, as opposed to our previously egocentric mindset, and some start to see an imaginary audience watching them all the time. We start fine-tuning our actions and beliefs to the reactions of that audience. Piaget believed in lifelong learning but insisted that the formal operational stage, the final stage of our cognitive development.